What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Snowball coming back at you with another awesome video. Hope y'all are doing just as good as I am. I do apologize for posting this a little bit later in the evening. I've just been extremely busy, and trying to set up my new computer has been a pain in the rear end. So, yeah. Anyways, we are going to be doing another story time. I know I've done a lot of those, but hey, you guys seem to like them, and this one is actually going to be really good. So, uh, yeah, so we're going to do that. Real quick before I do start, I do want to let y'all know that the website is back up and running, the Discord, and as you can tell, we're switching things up with the looks and everything. So, yeah, should be actually pretty interesting how things go now. And as you can tell, we are trying to reach 300 subscribers. I hope y'all can help me reach that goal. So, anyways, let's stop yammering on and let's get into the video. All right, y'all. As I said in the intro, we are going to be doing another story time. This story is very personal to me, so it is one of my crazy exes that I dated, and yeah, we all have had those exes where we was blinded by by whatever lust or whatever you want to call it at first, and we didn't want to end it. When things did end, we regret dating them. So that's what happened with me, and yeah. So for the purpose of this video, we're gonna name my ex Courtney. Well, Courtney was me and to give you a little guys a bit of a backstory. Courtney lived in a different state than I did, and we met online and started talking and everything. And yeah, we started dating in like September or what have you, and then she ended up moving down here to where I'm at in like December. So that's a little bit about her, a little bit, and she is younger than me. She's about 4 years, 4 or 5 years younger than me. So yeah. Anyways, when she moved down here, everything was perfect and what have you at first. And when she moved, well, let me backtrack a little bit. Um, before she moved down here, while we were dating online, she always wanted to be on video call with me. I could never get any time to myself, couldn't get any time to do for me. I always had to be on video call with her. And she has two kids, and yeah, so that she never really watched and all that. So, and the kids, adorable, but yeah. But when I was supposed to go up there to where she lived, but circumstances were that I wasn't able to. So she ended up coming down here. She was only supposed to come down for about a week, but her dad wanted her to stay down here basically. And yeah, so she ended up coming down here and stayed down here. She left her kids up where she lives, and she pretty much abandoned them. So when she came down here, she only came down with nothing. Absolutely nothing. She had just a small suitcase of clothes. She didn't have her ID, social security card, nothing. So, which is fine. When we went and got her from the bus station, it was I mean, I was excited. I won't deny that. I was excited, I was scared, and yeah, a lot of emotions. And we hugged when I got to see her for the first time. I hugged her, kissed her, and we ended up going to the hotel. Well, a few days go by, and we're all lovey-dovey. And for all the adults that are watching this, we were doing things. We were having a lot of fun. So, but a couple days into it, she ended up having to go to the hospital because she ended up taking and falling in the hot tub and ended up with a concussion. So, yeah. And which, okay, yeah, she needed to go, but it's one of those like, really? Whatever. She had absolutely nothing. She didn't even have health insurance at the time. So, but we took care of it, and ended up she did have a concussion, and but after everything was said and done, we went back to the hotel and spent the rest of the time together. Well, everything was good and decent for the first several months, I should say. And once everything started going downhill, I started noticing little by little. Like she would want to talk to these guys that were asking for pictures of her, sending her nudes and stuff, and she still wanted to talk to them. And it's like, no, you're in a relationship. Hell no. To me, that's cheating. It's plain and simple. That's just cheating. And I ended up putting a stop to it. And she was saying I'm trying to control her, this and that. And yeah, it was horrible. So, anyways, she took and she wouldn't. Another thing that she would do that kind of ticked me off was every time that I took a shower, she had to take a shower. We had to take a shower together, and that to me is like weird. She never would take a shower by herself. She always had to take one with me, which whatever, fuck it. So and yeah, so a few months go by, things are starting to click a little bit, but once she gets hit with court papers, I should say, that's when things started turning downhill, I should say. Things started getting a little rough. She didn't even know who the father of her daughter was, so the someone in her family decided to adopted family, I should say, decided to go for a DNA. And I kept asking her, "Are you sure it's not him?" And she's like, "No, no, no, it can't be." Okay. And she would get a little pissy about it. Well, ended up her mom started hating me too because of my past, things that have been dismissed. She didn't want to see that it was dismissed. Yeah. So, uh, pretty much her family, except her adopted dad, hated me. So, but nevertheless, and also to let y'all know too, I ended up when she first came down here, I was working, and I ended up losing my job because of her, because I had to take so much time off of work for her to get settled, and yeah, and then, anyways, when she was served with these court papers, everything started turning for the worst. She wouldn't even let me go and go into my counseling sessions by myself. She always had to be right there. I couldn't go to the doctor by myself. I couldn't do anything by myself. Even when I was at work on my breaks, I had to call her. I had to video chat her. Everything. So I never was able to get any peace of mind. Nevertheless, I did it. I was in love. Thought I was, anyways. And yeah, when she was hit with those papers, yeah. And I kept asking her, "Are you sure it's not the your adopted brother?" And she's like, "No, no, no, no." It's like, all right. She ended up during the few months, rest of the time, she ended up going to the hospital like 5 different times for stupid shit. And yeah, she went to the hospital a couple times for asthma attacks, which she always forgot her inhaler. Always. Like, when we would go walking somewhere, she would forget her inhaler. I had to remind her or carry on me just for her to have it, which, in retrospect, is wrong. So, hold on, y'all. So, when all this is going on, she ended up assaulting me twice. Now, let's fast forward to the last few days that she was up here. And I might add that I was engaged to her. I already proposed. She said yes, had her a ring, everything. And the last few days, the last day that I remember that she was actually down here, we ended up getting into it. Her mom, I ended up disconnecting the internet because I needed her attention on something more important than her mom wanting to bitch about shit. So I had to talk to her on something, and she ended up hitting me in the rear, right between the legs. And I grabbed a hold of her. I won't deny that. I did grab a hold of her arms to keep her from hitting me again, and she slid down to the ground. I went for a walk, and that's something too. She would never let me go for a walk by myself either. She always had to walk with me. And I kept telling her, I'm one that has to walk by myself to cool off, or I will go off on you. I don't know. I doubt I would hit a woman, but in that kind of state of mind, I don't know what I can do. So I took a walk, and she was following me, which is fine. I ended up in the hospital for suicide, whatever you want to call it, homicidal intentions towards my mom, which is bullshit. And I wasn't homicidal or anything. And she ended up coming to the hospital. Me and her got into it while I was in the room. They let her back there for a few minutes, and me and her got into it. She got kicked out. And the next day, I seen the psychiatrist. Psychiatrist said I was fine and that I was not homicidal or anything. So they took and released me. Well, when I got back home, she already done left. She went back to where where she's from, and she ended up getting with my best friend, ex best friend, I should say, and I didn't know what was going on. I called her 100 times trying to figure out what's going on because I did still love her. I did. I was willing to work things out. I was That was my biggest thing. She wanted to move back up home to be with her kids, to be up there with her family, and which I get. Okay, whatever. I was scared. I'm not familiar with the area, so I have nobody up there. So, yeah, I was scared. But the psychiatrist told me, he's like, okay, what are you truly afraid of? And I explained it to him, and he's like, if she's willing to move down here without knowing you, then I think you should man up and move up there. It's like, all right. So I was going to move up there and everything, but she already left, and she got with my ex best friend. It's like, what the hell? What the hell's going on? And she's like, oh, I just need time. Okay. I let time pass. I text her and see if everything was good. And she started going off on me, saying I didn't give a shit about her, didn't give a shit about the kids. And I was the one that was trying to fight, trying to help her get the kids down here, get custody of the kids. Well, and ended up that her adoptive brother is the father of her daughter, which is what's fucked up. So, and yeah, but that's that. And things ended. I didn't talk to her for several months, and she ended up uh, texting me. We got back together, and then she turns around. We get back together for about a week, and she sits there and the last day that we were together, she says, "Oh well, my attorney said if I get back with you, he's not gonna help me fight for the kids." Bull fucking shit. What defense attorney is gonna do that? None. That's bullshit. She claims that she's mentally retarded. She's not. She has a learning disability. Yes. Does she have autism? Possibly. But is she full blown retarded? No. Anyways, it ended up that we ended things on bad terms. I cussed her out. And yeah, and even to this day, she still tries to get a hold of me. And it's one of those, I don't want to talk to you. So anyways, that's that. That's the crazy ex that I've had. Um, Apparently, I assaulted her too. I hit her in the nose when I never broke her nose when I never even touched her. So, but that. All right, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I know I did. This was actually a fun one for me to record. If you did like it, make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on that notification bell so that you will be notified as to when I upload. And also, if you are interested in watching more Storytime videos, make sure to click right up here. And if you're just looking for some random video random videos, click over here and they will be over here. And also check out at our or I should say random Saturdays now. It used to be gaming Fridays. Now it's gaming Saturdays. Anyways, make sure to check those out as well. And yeah, leave a comment, let me know what y'all think, and I will see you guys on Friday. Until next time, I'm out.